Hi people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Honey, and today's topic I'm talking about why I don't date the Leo man. Okay, so if you're not aware of what I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing a series on why I don't date through the signs, all signs including my own signs. So please, I hope you have read the disclaimer before this video. I am not in the mood to have to deal with everyone's sensitive comments. It's not that serious, people. It is all for fun and games and laughter. All right. So I'll also start off by saying that, you know, I do actually like Leos on a personal level, or above the surface level. I like them. But as I'm growing up and growing older, I'm losing that attraction that I do have for Leos, purely based on the lack of mental stimulation that I need from air signs. Like I need that. And me being an Aries woman, like, you'd think, okay, you know, she needs to be around fire, and of course I do, but you know, I'm getting a lot right now from air signs, so it is what it is. So why I don't date the Leo man. And can I just start off by saying this? I have had to write a whole list talking about why I don't date them, and I'm sitting here talking to myself like, oh, I remember that time this happened to me, and blah blah blah. Now I'm gonna say a lot of shit, yeah, but you need to understand that it would never deter me from, you know, dating a Leo again. If I was to ever date, I'm not gonna just not date based on their sun sign. Their whole birth chart plays a part in how they are. So I have to just say that also. But you know, he has to be mentally stimulating if I was to ever date a Leo. I don't date water signs, but that's what it is. So anyway, why I don't date a Leo man. The first thing on the list for me is how flashy he is. This is the kind of guy, okay, that walks into a room and everybody knows he has arrived. He's very bright in his appearance, what he wears. He's very different. He just stands out from the crowd. He's got beautiful skin, big white teeth, a smile. He's got beautiful, whatever it is, he stands out from the crowd. And he likes to stand out because what they are the biggest performers of the fucking zodiac. They like people looking at them. They absolutely love being liked by every single person out there. When a Leo hears that someone doesn't like them, they get upset. You know, that really upsets them because they want to be known to be, they want to be liked by the world. Now, I find Leos to be extremely vain, right? And it could be vain to the point where they might be so cracked, might be so buttered in the face, you know, they might be excessively overweight. But Leo people hide behind their insecurities by performing and being extremely loud and extremely out there. And I can't lie, most women, or even if I speak for myself, I am attracted to a man that appears to be confident, because that is a good quality for me, someone who loves themselves, which is a good thing. However, when you do things for the acceptance of others, to be liked by others, I do things so you can like me, that's not a very attractive trait. Hence why that is one reason enough for me not to want to date a Leo person. All right. Right, another reason. Leo people are not very good at speaking about negative situations. They are absolutely shit. You know, when it comes to, oh, you know, my dad left when I was a kid, I haven't seen him since. They are not good at connecting with their emotions and talking about how they feel, or a bad situation that happened to them last week even. They want to show the world how happy they are. Do you know what I mean? So they'll be smiling, they'll be laughing, they'll just want to show everyone how great everything is, but deep down they're suffering. So although it kind of, does it show strength or does it not? I don't know. It depends how or what angle you look at it from, but that's very frustrating that you're not able to talk about things. Like, a Leo person is happy to have a bad situation happen between a friend and not talk about, you know, what's happened. They like to put things under the rug and literally just move forward like it never happened and just ignore it. That's not a good thing, because you need to be able to teach people about mistakes and learn from it, and then you move forward. You can't just put things under the rug and just act like it never happened, you know. That's very frustrating for me, and that's something that I find Leo men do, that just right. The other thing that I cannot stand about Leo men, is they are like kids. They are ruled by the heart on the body. That's their weak spot on the body. Every sign has a weak spot on the body. On Aries people, it's the brain, it's the head. But anyway, on a Leo, it is the heart. They are very childlike. They love love. They love being loved. Now, remember I said childlike, okay? Because when it comes to these Leos, if you was to say to a Leo, no, I don't want to see you today, I want to be on my own today, a Leo guy would have a fucking heart attack about it. He will throw a hissy fit. He will make sure that, you know, you hear how he feels. You know, how can you not want to see me today? What's wrong with me? What have I done? Like, literally throws his dummy out of the pram over something so minor. Because when it comes to these fixed signs, he's a fixed sign. They do not negotiate. They do not put themselves in other people's situations. They are the people who like to be chased after. That's why Aries and Leo go very well together, because Aries likes a challenge. They like to chase and hunt, right? And Leo likes to be caught. Leo people absolutely love being, should I say in love? No. That's wrong. Leo people like to be loved by others. So these men are kind of notorious or known for having multiple relationships with other women, because Leo men will go where the attention is. To be with a Leo man, you've got to put your Leo man on a pedestal in order for this guy to feel like he's the king of his castle. Regardless, he might make you feel like a queen, but you gotta understand that you have to put him before anybody else, before yourself. And bearing in mind, as an Aries woman, I have dated a number of Leo men, and they are all the same when it comes to the typical Leo traits. Now, of course, the rest of your birth chart does make a difference. Of course it does. I'm talking about these typical Leo traits that all Leos that I have met seem to have, and it's so fucking off-putting. Like, I can't ever say no to a Leo without having a fucking heart attack. Leos also don't know how to let go of old relationships from the past. You know, I find Leo men tend to always want to come back and make a reappearance in your life and act like nothing's happened. They want to come back and start off where you left off. They can't just, okay, me and you are finished now, let me just close that chapter of the book and keep it moving. They want to keep going back and testing the fucking waters. That is a Leo man. With a Leo kind of guy, like with these men, they jump into relationships very, very quickly. That's another reason why I feel they work very well with Aries, because Aries acts on impulse. And with Aries and Leo together, they tend to jump into things very, very quickly without thinking. And I find Leo people are very, this is just my opinion, but I don't know if you might agree or disagree. But I find Leo men tend to be more of a situationship type of guy. If you don't know what that means, I have a video speaking on what a situationship is in the bio description below, okay? But just to shorten it right now, they are the kind of guys that you end up getting with, you sleep with, you go on dates with, and you're not really sure what's happening, if you're going left or if you're going right, okay? But these are the kind of men that are very quick to feel like you're in a relationship, because you start doing relationship type of things, right? But they're not really speaking about where it is that they want to go. Because remember, if it is negative, they don't want to talk about it. They want to stay positive at all times, right? Now, a Leo man in your home. Remember, I am literally trying to remember everything off the list that I have written. I do not want to miss a thing. The worst thing about making videos, right, is when you have all of this shit in your head and you're speaking about it on camera, but it's all mumbled and jumbled up, and you can't remember which thing that you said or haven't said, and you forget it. You watch the video, you like the video, but you've forgotten what you should have said. So I've had to write bare shit down. But I'm on to Leo men. They are very good at making themselves comfortable within your home. Okay? These are the kind of men that will come into your house. They will take their shoes and their socks off. They will ask you for toenail clippers. They will ask you for cotton buds. They will fling their socks here, fling their socks there. They will drink off your juice. They will do all types of shit in your house because they like to feel at home and feel comfortable. To be fair, I quite like someone who feels comfortable, but I know women that don't like that shit. Like, stay to yourself in my house, like behave yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool for a lot of women. Now, I'm going to speak on something that I find extremely popular in the Leo community. So with these damn Leo men, yeah, like I said before, you can't say no to these men. But how I find these men deal with rejection so bad. Like, I've had Leos come back into my life, and if I reject them, if I say, look, I'm not interested, you know, like, I'm cool being friends with you, or, you know, friends from a distance or whatever, but I don't want anything more. You reject a Leo, and the way that he behaves towards you after that is disgusting. He will be very verbally abusive with his mouth. He will say a lot of things to hurt you, and especially if it's someone that you have loved or you do currently love, he will say something, well, you know what, I've got baby mothers, or I've got girls who love me, who want to be with me. You know, it's always based on what I have, or other people want me. Like, it's just weird with these men. And also, oh my God, the way Leo men assert their masculinity. Now, let's just stop here for a second. I'll say this again. Now, I'm speaking on the typical Leo traits of a man, right? However, it all plays a part as an individual kind of... It kind of works best if you're having... how am I going to say this? Look, your birth chart plays a big part in you as an individual. So even if this doesn't sound like, this is not me, look at the rest of your birth chart, because your Leo sign or sun may not be as strong as your other placements, all right? So anyway, how I find Leo men assert their masculinity. They can be very controlling. They will tell you what to wear, where you can and where you can't go, what friends you can, what friends you can't have. And they also tend to behave in a certain type of way. Like when you're mad, when they're mad, they will puff up their bodies, and they will throw tantrums and break things and act out in childish kind of ways. And, you know, I've been kidnapped by an ex before. That's a Leo. But it's a funny story. Like, it's funny now, but we can laugh at it now. Like, it wasn't like kidnapped, like, oh my God, like he pepper sprayed my eyes and shit. It wasn't like that. But that is for a whole nother story, for a whole nother day. But Leos are crazy on that level. Leos will go to the point to stalk you. They will turn up to your house, like, whenever they feel like it. They will call your work phone. They will call your mobile phone several times a day if they can't get through to you and they want to speak to you. They are on that level. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to ask yourself, wow, like, is this the kind of guy that I want to be with? No, not for me, okay? I'm going to try and finish on this one. These men are extremely insecure. They're very sensitive men, and they love to be around women who are either mothers or women who can mother them. Really nurturing kind of women, because they're very big kids in a sense. They want to be with a woman who will stroke the back of their neck, you know, like wash their back, and you know, they love that shit. But also back to the insecurity, I do find that a lot of Leo men tend to hide around the fact that they have to be loud in order to be noticed, or to hide the fact that he's insecure about something about him. A lot of people say, oh, Leo men hide behind their big personalities for what they're overcompensating for something. That's what people say. And most of the time when I have broken down a Leo, or Leo's broken down to me, that is definitely something that I have noticed or I've discovered. And it's very sad, but they don't like to talk about it because they look at that as being negative again, right? So, you know, that's another thing. And oh my God, Leo men are energy vampires, okay? These are the men that, because they like to be placed on a pedestal, okay, they like to feel like you're putting your whole time, attention, love, everything into these men. You know, they want to feel like they're on top of the world, and that is how they function, that is how they work. Remember, they are a fixed sign. There is no compromise, there is no negotiating. It is what it is with these people. They have this sense of entitlement. They feel like these things they are entitled to a woman who can provide certain things for them. You know, they just feel like, you know, you should be doing this stuff for me, you should be buying things for me, I look after you, you do this. I don't like the fact that it kind of goes back to when they come to your house and they expect to be treated a certain type of way. You know, I want a back massage, why wouldn't you rub my back? Anyway, look, I'm going on now, yeah? But these are my reasons for not dating a Leo man. I'm not saying I would never date a Leo man in the future, but right now I'm happy with my air man. And when it comes to these Leos, as I've grown older, it's just changed. So that is my video on why I don't date Leo men. Thanks for watching.